Hello my dear children and parents. Welcome to Indus Valley Public School Raj e-learning classes. Class 7th, where we were doing lesson number 8 from your Honeycomb book, and the name of the lesson was Fire, Friend and Foe. So in our previous videos we have studied about fire is the result of a chemical reaction. Three things are needed to make fire, that is fuel, oxygen and heat. The most common fuels are wood, coal, cooking gas and petrol. The particular temperature at which fuel begins to burn is called flash point. Fire is a good servant but a very cruel master. We use fire to cook food, keep ourselves warm, produce electricity, etc. Uncontrolled fire burns homes and forests and also kills people. We can put out the fire in three ways. What are the three ways? Take the fuel away, stop the supply of oxygen, remove the heat or bring down the temperature. Okay my dear children. Now in the next video we are going to study about fire that cannot be controlled by water. So which type of fire it can be. Okay. So now moving towards your lesson. So children, in the previous video we have seen how we can put off the fire or how we can control the fire. So we have seen the three ways, like taking away the heat or bring down the temperature, or you can stop the supply of fuel, or you can stop oxygen. Okay, so these are the ways. Now we are going to learn from the lesson that which kind of fire cannot be controlled by water. Let's see. Some fires cannot be put out with water. If water is sprayed onto an oil fire, the oil will float to the top of the water and continue to burn. This can be very dangerous because water can flow quickly, carrying the burning oil with it and spreading the fire. So my dear children, you have seen, no, whenever you can you drop you can say a drop of oil in the water, it will start floating. जब आप पानी में drop डालते हो oil की, देखना वो float करेगा. Okay, so similarly when you are going to put water in the oil fire, जो भी fire oil से cause होती है, जैसे आप खाना बना रहे हो, कई बार आपने किसी मूवीज में देखा है, खाना बना रहे हो, पूरी जगह तेल गिर गया and it will catch the fire. ओके तो उस केस में अगर आप पानी डालते हो तो वो क्या होता है, ऑयल आपके वाटर के सरफेस पे फ्लोट करेगा एंड ऑयल इज अ फ्यूल, सो इट विल इजीली कैच द फायर एंड इट कैन नॉट बी कंट्रोल. वहां पे पानी डालने से कंट्रोल नहीं होगा. ओके, इन दैट केस फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर ही काम करेगा. ओके, तो कौन सी फायर कंट्रोल नहीं होती है? ऑयल फायर, जो फायर ऑयल से कॉज होती है. The fire that is caused by oil cannot be controlled by water because oil used to float on the surface of the water and it can easily catch the fire because water will be floating, whatever can float out and oil can catch the fire. Okay. Now second type of fire that cannot be controlled by water. Let's see which one. Water should also not be used on fire caused by electrical applicants. Why? जो electrical short circuit होता है या electrical fire जो होती है, at that case also we are not using water. The person spraying water might receive an electric shock and be killed. So the person who is giving water to that to stop the electric fire, he will get shocked because water is a good conductor of electricity. So वो easily उसको shock दे देगा, electricity catch होगी and that person can die also. So a carbon dioxide extinguisher is the best thing to fight an electric fire. So which kind of fire extinguisher should be used? Carbon dioxide. So what are the two types of fire that cannot be controlled by water? There are two types of fire. One is oil fire and another is electric fire. Why it is not controlled? Because oil will float on water and oil is a fuel of fire. It can easily catch the fire. So we cannot control oil fire. Second option is electric fire. Why? Because the person who is giving water to the electric fire, he will catch electric current, shock. He will catch the shock and can die at that moment. So two type of fire cannot be extinguished by water, that is oil fire and electric fire. And what can be used in that case? We will be using carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, okay, in order to control the fire, this kind of fire, like oil fire or you can say electric fire. Clear? Now coming to the next part. We spend millions of rupees each year in fighting fires. So now whenever there are causes of fires, sometimes you have seen jungles getting fire, some shops are getting fire, somewhere electric circuits are there, something is happening. So every year millions of rupees are spent in order to control the fire. And we spend more trying to find new ways to prevent fires from happening and getting out of control. On the whole, we have learned rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our everyday. So it is better to control the fire. We should have some kind of precautions so that these kind of fires should not occur. तो जो हम मनी इसके कंट्रोल में वेस्ट करते हैं वो हम किसी और चीज़ों में यूटिलाइज कर दें. ओके, सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स सो दैट these fires could not occur. Long ago, there were no firemen. Then it's a time when there was no firemen, no fire extinguishers was there. Then what happened? How we used to control the fire. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. So जहाँ कभी भी आग लग जाती थी पुराने टाइम पे तो सारे men firefighters बन जाते थे. People formed human chains. They still do if required. So now there is a chain of people. Like see here in the figure you will see. See here this chain is there, how they are going to supply the water in order to control the fire. So now what is there? So the people formed human chains. They still do if required and passed buckets of water from a well or a pond to the blaze. Blaze means fire. So wherever the fire point is there, so people used to form the chain and they will pass on the water through bucket or any type of container towards the fire. Now there are laws about building constructions which ensure that space is left between buildings to reduce the fire risk. So now government has passed a law that there should be proper distance between two buildings so that जब भी कभी हीट होता है तो उन दोनों के बीच में हीट जनरेट ना हो. थोड़ा सा गैप रहेगा तो एयर पास होगी तो उनको कूल कर देगा. Then bands of fire fighting workers with special equipments known as fire brigades are there to put out fires. तो now fire brigadiers आ जाते हैं, उन लोग की पूरी टीम होती है जिसका पूरा नॉलेज होना चाहिए. Firefighters are highly trained people. So now firefighters are highly trained. What kind of training they should have? They possess many skills like they cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls, spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. So they should know which type of fire is there, which type of precaution should be taken, which type of fire will be controlled by which type of processes. So they should be aware of all these things. So all these skills are required to possess by the freedom fighter. Not freedom fighter, firefighter. Okay. Now, they are also trained in the first aid so that they can help people suffering from burns or from the effects of smoke. So they should also know about the first aid. So any person person who are burned or anything, they are having smoke and all. So how to give them relief? So by the use of first aid, they will be able to give them relief. So firefighters should also have the knowledge of first aid. The discovery of fire and its uses helped early men to cope with nature better and gradually adapt a settled mode of life. So now when fire was discovered, then people started to have a settled life. They know what is the use of fire. They started cooking food. They started generating electricity and many other things they started doing with the evolution of fire. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. Fire is indeed a friend, but as we know, it can be dangerous enemy once it gets out of control. So many part of the countries where still fire is worshipped. हम लोग कहते हैं ना अग्नि देवता आ गए हैं, हवन करो, उनको पूजन करो and all. So now this thing fire is worshipped in many parts of the country, and we have learned that fire is very good friend. Obviously it help out in many ways, but If it is going out of control, then it becomes a very dangerous, become enemy to us. Okay children, so this is what we have studied in this lesson. So go through both the videos, clear your doubts. If anything, to call me up. In the next video, I'll provide you with the summary and the question answers. Okay, so go through the lesson properly, see the video. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you so much.